Hello, everybody. How are you doing? We are starting off with Jasmine. I hope everybody is doing good. I'm just going to go and do a little overall of the list, okay? Give me 1 second, then I'm going to open up the love box. How's everybody doing today? Let me just go over here. That is all hunky-dory. That is good. And voila. Okie dokie. So let's do this. Let's do that. Alrighty. Yeah, switched around. Yeah, put some candles, put some aromatherapy going on. Yeah, that's it. I needed change today. Change is what you guys have. Is that Mel or Mel? Why? Oh, some people are just nasty mean, sweetie. I know. Are the settings good, Juanson and Lilith? Do you like them? Or are they not good? If they're not good, I'll change them. But hey, it's what I was up to today. Well, partially. Jasmine, I'm coming to see what happened to you. I'm coming to see. I have a little bit of an idea because I saw part of your email pop on through. Hold on. Non bene, right? I know, sweetie. I know, my love. All right, let me go and see. Oh, God, I was going to open up the love box, wasn't I? Okay. Love box is being open at this moment. We're going to go see if we can, we're going to go and find some light into all of this, my love, and we're going to go and figure out what needs to be figured out, okay? That's what we're going to do. So let me just set up over... That's not what I want. And let me just open up love box number 5. It's on a countdown. All right, going live. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I kind of exaggerated. Okay, we're live now. Okay, so we're on to the other side also. Let's go and see what is coming on through for everybody. Oh my God, wait, hold on. Something happened. We lost the connection onto the other live. Oh God, I shut my phone off. All right, Jasmine, I'm going to read in the meanwhile. And why do I see like buffering all over the place? I don't know. Let me know if everything is okay for everybody. I know, I made them disappear, Juanson. I'm tired of seeing the skulls. Tired of them. But if you really look for them, you can find them further off over there. I actually purchased some candles, bleeding candles. They're black and they bleed red. But I never actually realized that I do not have candle holders for them. So I'm going to have to buy myself some candle holders and then I'll be able to light up our bleeding candles. But those are with real flames, so I have to be careful because I'm dangerous. Yeah, you see them now? Thank you, my beautiful Julie. Thank you, my love. I felt like a change today, so that's what we got. A nice little change. Now, just give me 1 moment. I'm reopening the other live. You're going to be right on up next. You will definitely have a timestamp. Julie, you're up right after Jasmine, my love. I'm just having technical difficulties onto the, oh, there you go, onto the other live. I don't know, it shut down onto me. Okay, so, yeah? Okay, that's looking good. Okay, the other live is up and there. Hi, Winnie. Nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you, Julie. All right, so Jasmine, what the heck is going on? Let's go. Oh, and the list for the moment. My God, it's one of these days. It is one of those days, honestly. Okay, so No. Okay. So I do have over here MZ that pops on through. I've got you twice. I've got our beautiful Jasmine. I have Mimi and I have Smile. So let's go and see what we've got. Let me just make that disappear and voila. All right, Jasmine, I'm with you. So the list, my dear Juanson and Lilith, or mostly Juanson, is Jasmine, MZ, Mimi, and Smile. So what is happening? Why? Perché tanto male, sweetie? Gli uomini, right? That's what we have to say to each other. Okay, so I'm going to read into my mind. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. So we're going to start off with question number 1. I'm not going to read it. We're just going to go and see what pops on through, okay? Here we go. So question number 1. Your answer is going to be the following. So why did you know what the question is, okay? And was this person actually expecting like a different type of an outcome from it, is what we're wondering. Okay. From what I will actually say at this moment, I feel as though he had the need to cover his own bases. I feel like this person had this need to seek a certain validation from the boss, if you will. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there was anything that was malicious into the actual intent. I feel as though this person was just trying to protect themselves, and I feel like they might have been trying to gain somewhat of an authority upon the actual situation. So I'm going to say to you, I know that I feel like we were looking for fairness. I feel like we were looking for a resolution that was aligned with that person's perspective, the person that we're talking about. So I don't necessarily feel as though this person expected that this would upset you in any kind of a way, but I feel like it was more of, I'm looking for clarity. I'm looking for acknowledgement is actually more what I'm seeing from it in many different kind of ways. Hi, Juanson. Nice to see you on the other side. Hello, Kamoi also. Now, in your question number 2, will there be more check-ins through the... Okay, let me go and see. Are there going to be some more check-ins that are going to be going on through? So, will there be more check-ins throughout the year? And will your voices and opinions actually be heard? There will be, and where there is the actual necessity, then it shall be heard. So I'm going to say it's a positive sign that collaboration and teamwork will be able to improve within it. I feel like this is indicating that check-ins are going to continue. There's no doubt about it. But I feel like it's to have better type of communication altogether. I feel like it's for better visibility also for the employees, a little bit like yourself. So I'm going to say this is about suggesting that feedback and insights will definitely be valued, no doubt, especially if they're presented with clarity and logic, all right? I feel as though the administration is willing to listen. I feel like they're willing to implement different type of changes as long as they are remaining somewhat constructive. So I will basically say a yes. Question number 3, how does this person actually solve the conflicts elsewhere, right? And is he less interactive with the other person altogether? We're going to go and look at that also. All right. I feel like it depends on the situation. I'm not going to do like, generally speaking, I'm going to say he's pretty good at it. I feel like he tries to approach a conflicts with a certain emotional maturity altogether, even though sometimes he struggles at it, but we all do that. I feel like he relies a lot onto empathy, a lot of calm discussions to actually resolve the issues that are into his relationship. So I'm going to say regarding the other person that you're talking about, I feel like there's a little bit of an emotional attachment that is there. I feel like there might have been a little bit of a shift into their dynamics. And I feel like the shifts into the dynamics are actually due to different type of priorities and a little bit of some unresolved tensions altogether. And question number 4, how are things going to move on forward? And the second part of your question also we're going to go and look at. Your connection definitely does have the possibility to improve, to bring itself back to a place that that is good. All right. I feel like mutual respect is going to be important. I feel like understanding of growing stronger and passing through, if you will, these little hurdles are going to be really, really important. We need to stay away from any type of lingering tension. We need to stay away from anything that is kind of keeping us a little bit guarded on both sides. That is going to take a little bit of effort. It's going to take some time to rebuild, if you will. So I feel as though the perception of you is not, the physical perception of you is not changing. He still believes that you're greatly attractive. He still sees you as somebody who is very confident and very appealing. It's just that the dynamics between both of you might be a little bit tense for a little while, but it's going to be important to kind of move on forward and kind of shift on through that if you do want things to return back to a more normal kind of a way before all of this happened. Otherwise, you'll be stuck into the same type of vibes. You'll be stuck into the same type of place, which is not really where you want to be. It kind of, yeah. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing, my beautiful Elaine Woods? It is nice to see you, sweetie pie. Hello. All right, let me go over here. Watson, I'm under the impression it's just me and you. Is that a possibility? Is Lilith not here and I have no idea about it? Because I said hi to her, but I never got a reply back. I thought that she was busy. Is she around or is she not around? Where's our sweetie pie? So my beautiful Jasmine, I'm going to say to you, I feel like it's a little bit complicated altogether. Things will get better. Things will be okay. But it's going to take a little bit of a time, sweetie. It is. He definitely needs to work onto the whole emotional side of the situation altogether. Okay, I put myself back onto the other side. So we're all good. No. Well, I don't know. No, she didn't. I guess you're the only one who got it. I didn't get it. She usually does, but now I don't know. I don't see, unless she for some reason went into like spam. Let me go. No, she's not in spam. No, she didn't. I'm guessing she forgot, or she thought you would tell me, which is just as good. I'm just wondering she's not chit-chatting on back, so either she's very angry at me. All right, sweetie. Okay, I will remove that. Thank you for letting me know, sweet one. All right. So I have to watch on you double times. Oh my dear God, I have to watch upon you. Now I know. Now I know. All right. Sweetie pie, what I'm going to say for you, my beautiful Jasmine, is the following. I need you in all cases to, I need you to detach from the story, if you will, from the synopsis that you guys are going through. I need you to detach from that. And I need you to try to turn a page upon it if you want things to become better. It's going to be necessary. That's going to be the most important thing altogether. Okay, sweetie? You've got this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, Juanson. You'll be okay, my beautiful. You'll be okay, my beautiful. Jasmine, I am sending you much love, sweetie. I'm sorry, my love. All right, so in that case, I'm just gonna write the timestamps down, and please rebel me. Don't let me forget about the timestamps, Swanson. You know I'm horrible at that. Okie dokie. So let's go. Ooh, right over here. Let's go with the first ones. For some reason, I thought that was Paralise, but it is not Paralise. Okay, so we are with MZ at this moment. And here we go. Yes, happy day after full moon. Ooh, that is a very good question. I'm going to answer your first question. Did we actually manage to block? I'm going to say the whole point and the whole thing, the energy is still going to be following on through. But the energy might not necessarily attain the person that we're talking about right away. Now, you know how energy goes. Sometimes it could actually move on forward and you can send the energy out right away. And the energy could actually make it to the person in a month or 2 months. And it could go out to like 3 and sometimes even more. So I'm going to go and see what it's looking like at this moment. But it would not be surprising if the elements that we are seeing would modify themselves within time. That would not be surprising. So just mentioning it, in case. So we're going to go and answer, and then we're going to go and see Mimi and Smile. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Let's do this. Let's do that. And voila. So. So did we successfully block? I'm not saying like we did. I'm saying I don't know. We're going to go and see. Not the same type of Okay. Or any unwanted energy altogether. I feel like the only energy that we were actually kind of battling was that person's energy. There was nobody else that we were battling on through. So, getting over here, 9 of Cups reversed, getting our 8 of Pentacles. So, the Juju has been sent out. So, I am going to confirm that the Juju was sent out and it was done. Because there could have been a chance that maybe she would have changed her mind and she would not have done it. And then, hey, we would have been into the clear, right? But I'm going to confirm to you that it has been done. There is no doubt about it. Onto our side, onto what we have to do, I will say that I do believe that our efforts were quite effective. That being said, at this moment in time, as we do speak, I do not see any relation between one and the other. What I'm trying to say is I do not believe that the energy that was sent out coming from her actually managed to get to him. So for the moment, I'm going to have to say quite effective we were. There's no doubt about it. I feel like we took control of the situation. I feel like we utilized the sources and the resources that we had spiritually and otherwise, and we manifested the protection that we needed. So I'm going to say, you know what? For what we've done all the way up until now, it has created a beautiful empowerment. It has created beautiful success in warding off those unwanted energies. So it's a definite yes so far. We did fantastic. Yes, yes, and yes. Now, did M receive what you sent on out into your second question last night? And how did he actually feel about it? Hold on just 1 second. I just have to check something on out here 1 moment. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. You truly want to make sure to get rid of her and to stay away from her, right? So Mike is saying, absolutely, absolutely. M is staying away from her. Her juju has not yet reached him. But again, we already knew that all this was going to be happening a few days before the actual full moon. So we were able to work onto our energy upcoming this. So we already had like a couple days to work onto the blockings and then to actually have everything kind of start on off. So I'm going to say we're good, my sweet love. Honestly, up until now, I don't have any worries. If anything kind of comes on in, we'll be able to block it. We'll be able to work with it. We'll be able to make the modifications that are necessary. But all the way up until now, what we wanted has been done. There is not more contact than there was before. He is still staying onto his side, still doing his own things. And she's still a little bit kind of sad onto her own side because nothing is really happening. Yeah, don't type no more. No, don't type too much. Don't type. Type to me when you get back. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh my God. All right. Okay, here we go. So, sweetie pie, did we receive the energies that you sent on out? I'm actually going to have to say over here, did he receive the whispers and everything that was sent out? It's a yes onto my side. I feel like you, my beautiful queen, and you are seen as the queen of... I was going to say the queen of production. I'm not going to get into the queen of production. That just sounds like something else. You are being seen and being shown over here as the beautiful queen. The queen that is making movement. The queen that is taking things into her hand. Who's making business. Who's moving on forward. So this is all about strong, beautiful energy that yes, you did send on out. That yes, he did actually get... all right, we do have the changes. We do have the modifications. We don't have any sadness. We're kind of switching on up the actual feelings that we usually do have. Now, did he actually do anything with it? I shall say a no. But did he feel happy with it? Did he feel like he had all different kind of, like, you know as much as I do. You can have thoughts and you can have ideas and you can play within your mind, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to play it in action, right? So I will say... there is no doubt about it that he did receive the energy. It did reach him. It did reach him into a beautiful, loving kind of a way. I feel like the connection was there. I feel like there was a connection of intimacy. I feel like there's a connection of mutual attraction that was also there. So there was like a very strong pull towards you, as much emotionally as physically. I believe that he was feeling that love, that appreciation for the love, for the passion that was directed his way. But I shall say I do not believe that he necessarily used those energies to have a certain outcome. All right? I'll put it that way. And I know that you're following me. Let's go see his feelings for you today and along the way with the relationship. Okay. So, here it is. How are we feeling towards you today? Today, loving, kind, sweet. attentionate. I'm going to say he's having a stronger ability to balance out his emotions while holding on to that very strong, very loving, very supportive space for you into his heart. The fact that he's keeping that lovely, beautiful space into his heart is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. It means that his feelings are there, that they are steady, and that they are also very, very sincere, which are all beautiful, which we all want. Don't we all want that love that is steady, that is sincere, that, you know, you have that beautiful place into their heart and nobody else can ever take it? This is how he's feeling towards you today. So it is nothing but good things altogether. He is a little bit frustrated though by himself not necessarily expressing it. And I do see it over here. There is a little bit of some frustration coming from that. But other than that, I'm going to say, sweetie pie, it is good for me, my love. It is good for me. What is he feeling about the relationship and the future today? Now, if anybody is into the live, kind of chit-chatting away and wondering why I'm not writing on back, because I'm not looking, but hello. I'll come and chit-chat with you guys in a few moments. So, anyways, I'll switch on over screens. The Chariot, followed on through by our Six of Pentacles, also getting our, and oh right, we're still not ready for the actual commitment, but again, it's not what we're looking for at this moment. At this moment, we're looking for the loving connection between two people. That's what we're looking for, right? We're looking towards the love, the connection, the desire, the want. We're looking for the reach out. We're looking for, I want to spend some time with you. Come on over, have dinner with me, have a glass of wine. Let's watch a movie. Let's go rollerblading. Whatever. I don't even know if rollerblading is still a thing. Whatever. We're looking for that connection. Once that connection is there and we have seen into the feelings that the connection is there, then we'll be able to move on forward to other things, right? That's it. Thank you so very much. Very nice of you to say, Ocean Bling. Thank you, love. So it's all these things that are kind of mixed on in together that are giving this type of vibe that is coming on through. So sweetie pie, into the actual thoughts of the relationship. I'm seeing the potential for the relationship, but not being ready for the actual relationship. I see him having a vision towards building that stable and that abundant future together. And that is including at the very same time, I do have to say, family, security, and shared goals. It's important that we kind of include all of them together because they're all included into the most, best ways. So he feels that connection towards you very, very strongly. And I feel as though he wants to be able to invest into the long haul with you. So again, patience is going to be needed over here, but we're definitely moving into, the good and the sweet space. And that's exactly where we want to be, the good and the sweet. Any lovey-dovey thoughts? And Ocean Bling. If you give me a few moments, I will ask you if you have a question. If you give me a few moments, okay, sweetie? I'm going to finish up with Jasmine first, all right? So if you do have a question, I shall answer you, my sweet love. Now let's go see any lovey-dovey thoughts for you today. Is there anything that is happening within this love bubble? Let's go see. Anything that is happening on through. All right. Is he into a love bubble? Is he into a love bubble? My King of Pentacles is saying a yes, without a doubt. Followed on through. Ooh, beautiful strength. He is becoming stronger. Thank you, sweetie. I'll be with you shortly, okay? He is definitely becoming stronger into his love bubble. I'm going to say mutual love. I'm going to say harmony. I'm going to say looking towards partnerships. I feel like he is into a state of emotional closeness with you. Why? A lot of things are going to be combining. I know you didn't ask why, but I'm still going to say there's a lot of things that are kind of combining each other. But really just the fact that you have sent out all that energy, the energy has been received, has been accepted, and is moving on forward with it. He's feeling loved. He's feeling that you are at the center of the bond that he has within himself at this moment. That it is only between you and him, and there's no doubt there is nothing else that is coming into the way. So I will say yes for the love bubble altogether. So if we do a little bit of a summary of this before I go on over, I think you have 2 or 3 other questions. The protective efforts that we have done for the unwanted energy has been successful. That is all good. He did receive, he did appreciate the energy that you sent out, and that's actually what helped him be more into that connectedness towards the relationship. Commitment is still, we're looking towards a long term, but we're still not ready to make that step. But we're thinking very positively about you, very positively about the future, and we have that very strong romantic connection to you today. So altogether, it is beautiful energy. So good for you, my love. Let me go on and peek at your other questions. Just 1 second, I have to log myself back in. All right, and here we go. Let me go make sure everything is good over here too. Smile, I'll be with you shortly, my love. Okay, I'll be with you shortly, sweetie. You say, so he is ready. So he is, yeah, thank you, Haunted. I have no idea what that was about, but yes. So he is ready to maybe starting to reconnect for spending time, even though not ready for commitment. Yes, that's what I'm getting into the energy that is moving on forward. That is exactly what I'm getting for the moment. Absolutely. Yes. Right. I was actually going to see where the questions were. I don't know what they are yet. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. So, how is his progress on overcoming his fears on committing to an exclusive relationship? Is there any new enlightenment that is actually happening from that? All right. Thank you, Watson. You got to take your swords out. I was going to use another word, but I won't. I'll be good. I'll be super fragilistic. One day I'm going to get it. Cadiolocious. I don't know. All right. So, love, what do you have? Okay, sweetie. How's he actually doing on to the progress and overcoming the fears and the commitment to the actual exclusive? Thank you, Hanson. I swear, one night I'm going to play that into my mind over and over and over like a subliminal message as I go to bed. And then I shall never forget it. Never, ever. So how's he doing towards this? Any new enlightenments altogether? I feel like he's continuing on to his steady progress of moving on forward. I feel like this is indicating a lot of healing, a lot of hope, a lot of renewed clarity altogether. I do believe that he's likely reflecting onto his fears and finding a sense of optimism about the future into all of it. So trying to look at those fears and say, you know what, this is maybe not making all that much sense, or maybe I shouldn't be doing this like this. So we are looking at it. We are working onto it. He is definitely gaining some enlightenment, and he's slowly letting go of those past doubts, of those past insecurities, while he's actually onto that journey. So yes, he is onto the journey. Yes, he is working onto it. Yes, it is not like an instant kind of a thing. It's not happening right here, right now, but he's definitely moving towards a more positive, a more committed mindset. So I will say, yes, there is definite movement. It is not quite visible at this moment. We're not quite there, but we're definitely slowly moving towards it. So is it good? Is it acceptable? Do I like it? I do. We still don't have, the ultimate movement that we want, but he's working onto it. He's finding a sense to it. He's understanding it. He's analyzing it. And he's like ready to jump over those different obstacles that are along the way. So he's basically doing good. He's taking the problems by the reins. Can you say that? By the reins? I don't know. Can you? All right. Into the meanwhile, I do want to say, Oshun Bling, sweetie, if you do want to post your question to the shorts feed, please do post it, because you're going to be the next one on up before I move on forward to Smile and Mimi. So, did M admit to, well, not to W, but to Y, that he loves you and wants to be with you? Oh, well, thank you. You were so ready. Oh my God, you were. Hi, my beautiful Stacy. How are you feeling today, Stacy, love? Thank you for your donation, my love. Stacy If you're willing to stick around for, I'll say maybe 7-8 minutes, you will be on up in about 7-8 minutes. Okay, my love? I've got you, sweetie. Thank you for your donation, for your time, my love. So, did M actually admit to Y that he does love you and does want to be with you? I'm going to actually have to say that I feel as though he did, but I don't feel as though he did all of what you're saying. He admitted that he does love you, but he didn't necessarily go to the place that he wants to be with you. He's still working onto that. He's still working onto, not because he's working onto his energies. He already knows what his energies are. But I feel like he wanted to get a little bit Y's opinion, wanted to see what Y was going to be saying. And the type of person that Y is not going to tell him what to do or how to move on forward. She will simply say, hey, you know what? Listen to yourself. What are you feeling? And if he told you, which he did, if he told her, which he did, that he does love you, then it's very simple for her to say, you know what? Then just go with what your heart. If you love somebody, what do you want to do? You want to be with them, don't you? You want to open on up. You want to spend more time. You want to express it. So I feel as though she's trying to help him to come in contact, if you will, with that part of himself. That's what she's actually trying to do. So I will say he kind of expressed halfway, if you will, the truth to Yuki. He did admit that he does love you. Didn't necessarily speak about the wanting of being with you. He just expressed like half of that. So he was showing his clarity. He was showing his honesty, and he was talking about different type of breakthroughs, because these are not the type of questions or not the type of conversations that he usually actually has with her. So I'm going to say this topic kind of coming on up is a little bit of a place of truth. It's a little bit of a place of decisiveness. The only reason why he didn't necessarily say, and I want to be, is because then why would he be saying, well, then why don't you do it? Or why haven't you done it yet? And then he wouldn't necessarily have an answer towards it. Therefore, that's why he did not speak about the last part of your question. But he definitely did speak about the first one. Now, does M want to tell you someday, and is he thinking about it at least? All right. Here we go. Yes, he does want to tell you. Yes, he is thinking about it. This is about somebody who is being very loving, very romantic. Our Queen of Swords is here, our Queen of Cups. Not only does he think about you, but he loves you very deeply. He loves you very deeply, nonetheless, into a way that you kind of make his soul shine, I shall say. You make him happy. So this is about romantic gestures. It's about having emotional vulnerability towards you. It's about wanting to have heartfelt communications at the same time. So yes, he is considering how to express his feelings towards you, but he wants to do it into a very genuine kind of a way, into a very meaningful kind of a way. So I feel like he is still gathering that courage, and his heart is still definitely 1,000,000% leaning towards you, towards the love towards you, and expressing it. He just has to find the right moment at the right time. That's what he's doing at this moment. Yes. So basically, progress on fears. He's healing and he's gaining clarity. He's moving closer to a place where he can fully commit to you. Admitting to why he admitted that he does love you, but did not necessarily admit to the fact that he is looking for a relationship, because he's not ready to open on up about that side. And is he thinking about telling you? He is thinking about telling you, but he doesn't know how to express it yet. He's working on like one little fear at a time. So one step at a time, my love. One step at a time. Patience, I'm going to say, in positive energy is going to help him and you within him fully opening on up and truly just kind of taking that next step. Let's go with some love messages. And then we're going to go on see Oshong Bling, followed out by Smile and Stacy. You are always onto my mind more than you realize. Being with you feels like home. I can't stop thinking about how much I care for you. You are the light that guides me through everything, and my heart is yours now and always. But did he say to her that he doesn't want to be... Wait. But did he say to her that he doesn't want to be with him? I'm not sure about what you're saying there. Hi, Margie. Nice to see you. Oh, Margie, the super chat has not been there for like 3 months, my love. Super chat should be coming back in like 2 days, my love. But into the meanwhile, it's PayPal. Yeah. No, Sarah Marie. Super chat will be back in about 2 days. Into the meanwhile, it's PayPal, sweetie pies. Yeah. In about 2-3 days, it shall be back, sweeties. So did he say to her that he doesn't want to be with him? I'm not sure about what you're meaning about that question. Whenever you get home, write it to me on Messenger and I will answer the question. Yeah. If you're talking about did he say to her that he doesn't want to be with you? No, he just didn't talk about that part of it, if you're wondering. So he did say that he does love you, but they didn't talk about the fact of, well, then why aren't you with her, or why aren't you moving on forward, or why aren't you opening on up about it? That part he didn't do. No, exactly. No. Okay, that's what you mean. No, he didn't say that. No, he didn't talk about that at all. That part of the conversation didn't come up. He mentioned that he did love you, and I feel as though Y was talking to him about, well, okay, how do you feel towards that? Because I feel like he was looking towards, I'm going to say openness, like what should be my next moves? How should I move upon this and everything of the such? And I feel like she was trying to help him into that. So it was into a non-said kind of a way. It was clearly said that he did want to be with you, but they didn't clearly say it out loud. She was helping him move through his feelings so he could do some movements towards you that would make sense, where he'd feel comfortable and you guys could start a relationship. But they didn't expressly say, I want to ask, this person to be, my partner and everything as such. Did not get into that. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from it, sweetie. Drive safely, my love. Ocean Bling, sweetie. You are drawn to my oracle stock. If you can give me guidance from your higher self, your dynamic oracle decks to elevate your human essence, that would be really helpful. You don't necessarily have one thing in specific. All right. Okay. Well, let's go and see what I can give you. Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Here we go. Up next is our beautiful Smile. Smile, let us know if you're somewhere around. Okay? Let us know if you're around, sweetie. So Smile is next, followed out by Stacy. So what do we have for you? Now, remember, I do not know anything about you. I've never seen you before, so I'm going to go within the vibes and the energies that I do have over here. And here we go. We're going to do a little bit of a mix of some angels. We're going to do some spirit, and we're going to go and figure out what you need to do. There's a need of balance. There's a need of stability that is there, but there's also a need, emotionally speaking, to let go of something. There is some type of grieving that seems to be present. What I will say for you is the following. There's going to be a new beginning that's going to be happening for you. That is going to be onto the horizon. I need you to embrace that chapter, but I need you to do it with an open heart. I need you to do it also with a certain sense of adventure. I need you to trust that you are being divinely guided, that the universe is guiding you, even if the path is going to feel somewhat uncertain, and it will feel somewhat uncertain, okay? So there is absolutely no doubt about it that this is going to be happening within the following, I'm going to say 6 to 8 weeks. All right. So within the following 6 to 8 weeks, a big decision, a new beginning is coming upon you. There's a chapter that's closing. There's a new one that is starting. And I'm not necessarily talking about love. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about yourself. I'm talking about your soul, about your guidance. There is more hope coming in your way. There is a lot of inspiration, and that is going to light your path. I need you to focus. I told you there was something that you need to let go of. And again, I'm not necessarily talking about love, but emotionally speaking, there is something that you must release. So there is a certain healing that is there. There's a certain healing and aligning that is true with your purpose that you must follow on through. And that I'm going to say there's a time span at about approximately 6 months. You need to trust that the future is holding beautiful blessings for you as you're moving on through that, but you need to have faith along the way also, okay? Hi, my beautiful Abigail. Nice to see you, my love. What I need you to do at this moment is I need you to align with your higher self. I need you to take some time to either meditate, connect with your own inner wisdom. I need you to listen to your intuition because it holds a lot of answers, all right? If you want to have tangible results, you're going to have to dedicate some time within yourself, within your own growth. This is going to be a period for you within the following weeks and months of learning, working onto your different skills and laying different type of strong foundations for your future. At some point in time, you're going to figure, oh my God, this is taking way too long. What is happening? Am I onto the right path? Did I deviate off of my path in any kind of way? But you absolutely did not. You need to trust that what you're doing is correct and you are onto the right path. So step into your power. This is what is being asked to you. Step into your power, take control of your destiny, release the fear, release the doubt, take those bold steps towards your goals. That's what you've got to do. So practice onto those daily practices, journaling, affirmations, onto your routine, maintain your clarity, maintain your focus, release the past, old patterns, old beliefs, people even that are no good for you. Create that space for those new opportunities because they are meant to come on into the following weeks. And every single thing that you do, act with intention. Every step you take should be aligned with your higher purpose. Otherwise, there's no point for it. Focus on what is truly mattering to your soul, and that's what you've got to do. So trust yourself, stay grounded, and let the universe work its magic with you into your favor, my love. And that's what I've got for you. And I do thank you for joining us tonight, sweetie pie. And thank you for your patience. How are you doing, my sweet Abigail? It is nice to see you, love. Let me go see what's happening with our beautiful Smile. And I have been logged out again. So I'm going to see if Smile is here. Stacy, if you're around, please let me know if you're here. This is an eye-opening insight. Yes. Oh, sweetie. Thank you so very much, my love. Thank you, beautiful Stacy. Many blessings to you, okay, sweetie? Come back and see us, my love, or stick around with us. You're going to be home soon? Okay, perfect. You've got this, Julie. And the moon is absolutely gorgeous again out there. All right, so Smile followed out by Stacy. How are you doing, beautiful Smile? How are you doing, love? Okie dokie. So, Smile it is. Stacy, sweetie, if you want to post your questions into the meanwhile, you definitely can, okay? All right, Zaria, here we go. All right. Here we go. So, first question about the job this month. Let's go figure it out. Okay. No. I'm seeing you letting go of different things. I'm seeing you letting go of different thoughts, different ideas altogether, but I don't necessarily see that. So, are you going to get a job this month? I shall say no. Not for your lack, though. Not for your lack of motivation. I feel like you're doing what you need to do. I just don't necessarily feel like it's panning on out at this moment. It could simply be not the right place, not the right moment, everything is such. So I will say for the moment, it is a no. But I feel like your heart is at the right place. I feel like you are putting the intentions into it. I just don't see it necessarily happening for you at this moment. So I will say a no onto your question number 1. Question number 2, my gut feeling is saying a no, but let me go and validate for you. I feel like it's going to take longer, sweetie. I don't necessarily feel like the blockages. I feel like the blockages are still there, basically. Yeah. So hold on. What are we getting from that? Okay, so we do have over here a beautiful Ten of Pentacles, reverse, the Chariot. So it's just not the right timing. It's just not the right timing. I'm not saying it's not happening, but it's not happening into the next month. You're still going to have to wait a little bit. There's still a little bit of a pathway to be done. I'll continue doing the workings that I have been doing. Sometimes, you know, the energy takes a certain amount of time to get there, but the more we do it, it's not going to make anything worse. It's not going to make anything in any kind of a way it's just going to be good. It's just going to be positive. It's going to continue on forward with the energy. Thank you for posting, beautiful Stacy. So that's just going to continue into the right way, and that's okay. So I'll continue to do the workings over here. You can continue within your beautiful manifestations. I do have our Knight of Cups who is here making some movement. It's just that the movement is not happening right away, and you don't have the final outcome that you want at this moment. So no, definitely not for the next month. I'm going to say unless a lot of things actually change, probably not, my beautiful love, until I shall say April. Now, are you going to be able to secure 3 contracts for the business this year? My 6 of Wands reversed, my 5 of Wands also, out of my 7 of Cups, not really necessarily looking at the possibilities. Is there any possibility for you to go and look for those contracts in different places? Maybe not with the government, but maybe with different places altogether? It could be homes, it could be little businesses, stuff of the such. I feel like the actual government contracts, I'm going to say a no. I do not see the government contracts passing on through. There might be 1, maybe 2, but not 3. If you're going to go into that type of business, I would definitely and strongly suggest you to go towards small businesses, homes, everything of the such. You're going to end up getting more jobs here and there. You're going to have more of them. They're going to be more frequent, and they'll end up paying out more than the actual government ones. I know the government ones, can be shorter and they do pay better, and there's all different kind of benefits that go along with it. But I feel like they're more scarce. I feel like it's going to be more difficult onto that pathway. So if you're able to take another pathway, I feel like it would be better onto that, sweetie. So yeah. I'm doing good, my beautiful smile. Thank you for asking, love. Thank you for asking. My beautiful smile. Let me know if there's anything else, sweetie pie. But for the moment, I'm going to say continue on to your manifestations. And when I mean manifestations, as much moving on forward and doing what you need in order to go and get what you want, as into your mind, into your thoughts, into your own spiritual world. So continue to think about the positive, continue to think about what it is that you want, continue to go on out every single day and go and get what you need. And it will come your way, sweetie, it will. I'm sending you so much love, my beautiful smile. Bless you, sweetie. Before I go see Stacy, just 1 second. just going to go and do this over here. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get to it after. So let's go see our beautiful Stacey. Okay. So Stacey it is, my love. And then we're going to go and see Mimi. What do you think about the USA merging with Canada as one big nation? Yeah. You were excited about the news and possibilities of it happening, right? I'm going to say a little bit like Quanson. I'm not going to get into that. I can get into it into an email, if you will, if you want. If you want to discuss about it, I can definitely get into it into an email with you. I will say there are pros. I will say there are cons in everything. I'm going to say there's a lot of changes, a lot of modifications that are going to be happening. May it be in Canada, may it be into the United States. We're amongst, there's a lot of changes happening. Let's just put it that way. Some are good, some are not good. Some could be okay, and some could mingle quite well. Is there an actual possibility of it happening? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah. All right, email me, sweetie. Oh my God, you got an angry face, Watson. Smile, sending you much love, my sweetie pie. All right, Stacey, what is happening, sweetie? Or how are you holding up upon all this? Okay, what is happening? What is happening? Okay, so here we go. You're still into the break, yes. Oh no! Oh, how is that? Well, that is interesting. Okay, so that the break didn't agree with her decision. Well, unless you had something that was very, very specific into your relationship that was different than any other relationship, a break that is a break that is well followed on through within the rules and regulations can do nothing but good. And I've been through it before too, Stacey, and I've had couple therapy before, and any therapist will say, okay, contact me when you guys are done that, and we'll pick back on up and we'll see how things are going on through. I'm going to go and see about him, but basically speaking, I feel as though this person didn't necessarily want to deal with it, because I don't feel as though this person necessarily thought that she was going to be able, she or he anyways, was going to be able to help you on through. That being said, I believe this person was not necessarily into that place where they wanted to continue, because they did not necessarily see that this was going to go into a way that they wanted it to. And they saw like conflicts and stuff kind of coming on through. What I'm basically saying, it's a little bit like a lawyer. A lawyer will not take upon your case if they think they're going to end up losing, that they're not going to be doing a good job at it, and it's not going to be good. They will take something that they believe is nice and strong and everything as such. That being said, nothing against a therapist in any kind of a way, but breaks are good. And it would have been actually really, really quite nice if she would have stuck around, because this is actually allowing you guys to figure out what needs to be changed, and it's allowing you guys to actually put into reality how life is without one another, and to figure out what you want. That being said, I do believe that your therapist does probably have a certain list of people also. I hate to say, there is financials that are somewhat involved into this too. Not fair for you, not fair for him, but there are some financial reasons into all of this also that are playing into it. So let me go and see what is happening as for Ryan. So And he responded coldly. Why did he actually do that? Okay. Let me just go on down over here. Yeah. All right. I feel like he's acting. Okay. The fact that he reacted into that kind of a way, I'm going to say two different things. A, you did receive the actual email. So you did actually have you did actually have a reason to contact him because you received an email saying that the therapy was no longer going to be, possible with that person. That being said, I feel like he's feeling a little bit disappointed because if you guys get back into therapy after, he kind of feels like he has to go on through and explain everything again and get like a new therapist and everything and as such. So I feel like he's not excited about all of that. It's not his thing, doesn't like it in any kind of a way. Other than that, I'm basically going to say that he's into the midst over here, still kind of struggling with his own emotions, sweetie. He feels like he has a lot of regret. He knows that he has done some things that he shouldn't have. He knows that he has failed in different kind of ways. And the decision that was actually given on out today was not just a decision of, I can't be your therapist because you guys are taking a break. It's, I cannot be your therapist for many different reasons. I simply can't be your therapist for the simple reason that sometimes he doesn't show up and you're the only one there and it's couple therapy. He does not. He feels like he is to blame within all of this, and he's a little bit to blame into the fact that, well, sometimes he was late or sometimes he didn't necessarily show on up. Maybe he wasn't necessarily putting the time and the effort and the work that was meant to be put into the relationship also. You often feel like you're often the one who is doing everything. So I feel like by sending this on out, he kind of feels like he's being a little bit blamed into all of this at the same time. And I know that in no kind of way did you actually say, I am blaming you. In no way whatsoever did that actually happen. But into his mind, he's kind of thinking that he's being blamed for this. So I'm going to say it's just a little bit of temporary frustration. That's it. You guys just really need to let it go altogether. No more talking until the actual date, because if you guys keep on talking about this and you contact and you say, well, hey, why were you upset at me yesterday? Because I sent you that. Then you're no longer into the break, because then you're going to continue talking about this. You're going to continue following on through, and it's just not going to be good. No, you're not supposed to reach out. Not supposed to reach out, because now it's like you guys are back into a pattern. You were onto a pattern where things were going somewhat well. There was some healing. Everything of the such was being done. But then we broke it. The only reason usually why, and that's not your fault, sweetie, but the only reason why we usually break the communication into onto a pause is if you have children together. Because, well, the children might want to speak to mom or to dad, and then, anything of the such. But other than that, usually a break is a break. Doesn't really matter what happens into your life, a break is a break. You have to act like if that person is not into your life at this moment. How do you deal with things? How do you live with things? How are you doing things? Are you happy? Are you not happy? You have to think about you and only you. This is not a time to be thinking about everything else. And it is entirely not your fault. But I feel as though he would have been better to actually know at the very ending of it all, saying, you know what? She did write to me and say that she was not going to be able to follow us anymore because we took this break. But you know what? You can definitely turn this around. Not right away. Now you need to let it go. You just need to let it go with the flow. And that's it. At the end of your break, onto the date, then you can say, okay, well, you know what? You can look into the meanwhile. You can look into the meanwhile for a new therapist, and that couldn't bring nothing but good things. Why? Because you will get, and look at the different type of therapy that's out there, sweetie. You have different type of therapies that are out there for couples for different type of approaches. So you have all those schools of thoughts in psychology. You have to pick the right one that is good for your couple. They're not all good for one couple. So if you're looking for behavior changement, go towards behavior. If you're looking, for cognitive, You got to look at those different things to pick the therapist that will be good for both of you, because that changes an awful lot within your therapy, within your relationship, and within your outcome. Perhaps this therapist was simply not good for you into her approach of doing things also. So into the meanwhile, you can look for somebody else who maybe has a different type of approach that could work with you guys, and that would just really bring you into a whole new vibe, a whole new energy when you guys decide to start this up again whenever you're done your break. Hey, I've got somebody new. It's a new approach. It's this, it's that. Let's give it a try, right? You thought he would have been happy that you reached out to him, right? And you wonder if she mentioned that to him in their solo session that he had with her last week. No, nothing is spiraling because of it. No. It's not that he was not happy to hear from you. It's just that you guys said that you were not going to be reaching on out, and you reached out. So it would have been best to not reach out at all. It doesn't matter what happens, Stacy. Don't reach out. Let it be what it is. Let the time pass on by, and then you guys can do, hi Diane, hi Sean, sweetie, and then you guys can do what is necessary to do. But into the meanwhile, no, just let it be. You got to be you. He's got to be him. By bringing in, we no longer have a therapist. Now we have to thinking about another dimension, another problem. And we're trying to concentrate on abundance. We're trying to concentrate on happiness. And we're ultimately trying to concentrate on ourselves, not onto the couple. We're trying to concentrate. Stacy is on Stacy and Ryan is on Ryan. And we're trying to find our happiness. We're trying to figure out things. And then we meet up and we talk, hey, why don't we switch therapists? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? But that is a collective. That is something that you do together. For the moment, it's got to be you. It's got to be him. That's it. And you guys talk again when you set the date, the time, and the place. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, sweetie. This was really just a doesn't matter what happens, this is the way that it should be. He does him, you do you. That's it. If you want to, into the meanwhile, you can always, I'm going to go and answer your question. You're wondering if she said this to him to the solo. I will go and look. But from now on going into the end of your break, it is really you and it is him. And there's no combination until the end of your break. All right? Did she actually mention to him? No, she did not mention anything to him last time around. Absolutely not. Thank you, my beautiful Jasmine. I'll be with you shortly. Don't go too far, okay? I'll be with you shortly, sweetie. He was frustrated. He was frustrated because now, yes, you're on to a break, but yes, we kind of broke the break. And we broke the break, and it's not your fault, but we broke the break and kind of giving information that, hey, we no longer have a therapist on top of it. So it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. But it's not, I don't want you to beat yourself up about the fact that you reached out. Your intentions were good. You just wanted to let him know, hey, we no longer have a therapist because of this. But that's it. That's it. It's not going to change anything into your dynamics. It's not going to change anything for the overall outcome, my beautiful Stacy. You'll still be able to be together. You'll still be able to work onto this relationship. And this was absolutely necessary for a continuum because Ryan's energy was no longer there. And I'm going to strongly suggest to you to look for a different type of therapy this time along. You can look at it with Ryan and pick one out together. Pick a therapist together. But a different type of therapy that is onto a different type of an angle, different type of personality, or a different type of behavior, different type of homework that you've got to do. Look at a different type of therapy. Like I said, not all therapies are the same, and not all therapies are for everybody. Some will work for some, and some will not. So look at the different possibilities within that, and you guys can discuss about that when you meet on up. He was called to you because he was frustrated because what was said to be a break was kind of broken. And you guys don't have a therapist anymore. So now he kind of feels like, oof, I got to start this over again. Which is not the case. It doesn't mean you have to start things over again. It just means that there's changes and there's modifications, but it doesn't mean that it is something that is bad. Um, okay, hold on. And your other question, does he still want to be into a relationship with you? He was just so cold towards you, right? Like he's actually wanting to continue to work. Yeah. No, he is definitely wanting. No, I'm sure that you guys are going to continue to work onto the relationship. There is no doubt. I am sure that you guys are going to be working through this. All right. What is going to be the final outcome of it? That's going to depend on how much work both of you guys kind of put together into it. No doubt about it. But every single step that you do is a step that is moving on forward. The fact that he was cold today is simply because there was a breakage of the rules that were being done. So he kind of felt a little bit challenged within that. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. It doesn't mean that he doesn't not want to be with you or anything of the such. It just simply means that he is into a place where, you know what? He's very, very emotional at this moment in time. I feel as though sometimes he feels like he's deceived. And I know that you feel like you're deceived also. But is he still willing to work onto the relationship? Absolutely. Does he still love you? Absolutely. But it was not the right moment, not the right time to get into the, oh my God, I love you and I miss you so much. It is not the time. You guys are supposed to be onto this break where there is no talking, where you're supposed to feel the love within your heart, within your soul, within your mind. You're supposed to send him those beautiful, loving vibes, and he's supposed to send them to you. But when you're supposed to meet on up at the end of this, it's supposed to be like a beautiful reunion where, oh my God, you've got the biggest hug into the world and I missed you so much. And there are so many ideas that came through our mind about things that we've done wrong or things that we've done good and things that we could change. And that is what is necessary. So I just feel like he was a little bit disappointed by the fact that there was a break, because he feels like you guys are not necessarily following the rules. And I feel like he kind of wanted to follow the rules within this. That's it. I just feel like he had an extra dimension of frustration that kind of came on in today, but nothing much more. So does he still want to work onto the relationship? I shall say yes, absolutely. And I'm sure that at the end of this break, you guys will continue your relationship. You will definitely continue with therapy. It will be somebody else, but you'll definitely continue. I just hope that he's going to follow on through and he's going to do his very best this time around. No, he needs to have this break. Well, you know what? The thing is here, my beautiful Stacy, he agreed to have this break with you. So, yes, he is agreeing. If you start reaching on out towards him and saying, "Oh, do you really want the break?" then you're going against the rules again. He's okay with it. He's okay with it. If he was not okay with it, he would have told you no. He would have told you, "Let's not do this." He's okay with it. You're afraid that he's not okay, and you're kind of looking for different type of reasons to kind of block this because you're afraid of losing him into all of this. But I don't want you to be afraid. You cannot lose what is not yours. He loves you. You won't lose him. You're just going to figure things out. You need to put your fears aside and you need to work and focus on what you guys are saying that you're doing. Because otherwise, you're going to end up meeting on up and being at the exact same point, both of you guys, and all of this will be done for nothing. I know it sucks. I know, my love, but it is best for you to do nothing. You're supposed to not talk. You must continue on to that. I will give you some messages, my love, okay? All right. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hi, Love Shine. Nice to see you. Okay, so some messages over here. Just give me one moment. Love the window. Love the window. Yeah, the window. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of dark. If we did this into the daytime, you'd actually see outside. All right, my beautiful Julie, sweetie. Nice to see you, my very love also. And voila. So just one tiny second. Let me just do this over here. I'm going to give some loving messages to our beautiful sweet over here. And then we're going to go see Jasmine, followed out by Mimi. Then I'm going to go and see Love Shine and MZ. All right? All right. I'm going to make it up to you if you let me. I promise you I'm going to try to do better. I hate this distance between us. It simply does not feel good. We need to talk about everything. Why do I keep messing things up? And I truly am sorry for everything that I have done. So my beautiful love, stay strong, sweetie. All right? Don't give up, Stacy. And definitely do not contact. Keep everything the way that it is. All right, sweetie? Very important, my love. You've got this. And I'm sending you much love, sweet one. What is this? You wish you can drink? Oh, cheers. Yeah, cheers. Why? What's going on? What's going on? Why are we cheering, Elaine? Why? Oh my God. Okay, so here we go. I don't know why we're cheering, but I'm all for it. Why not? Okay, so Stacy, you've got this, my love. You truly, truly do. Jasmine, I'm moving on forward towards you. Just 1 second. I'm going to go and do a little bit of a roundabout and see what's happening over here. And Hwanson, just leave the list the way that it is. It is all good. Okay, perfect. So, Jasmine, here we go. And then I'm going to go and see Mimi, Love Shine, and MZ. Jasmine, let's go over here. I've got your question. Okay. And voila. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. So let's go like that and voila. Okay. So my beautiful Jasmine, here we go for your second round of questions. Oh, my place looks like a dinner table, does it? Well, I suppose it could, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it depends what angle you're on too. Oh, too late for, I don't know. I don't know. Seems like a dinner table. I guess it could. Kind of. If you go into the shorts feed, no. If you go into that one, kind of. I guess I could put a plate and a fork here. Alrighty. Okay, so let's continue on with our beautiful Jasmine. I am no longer looking. Oh, too late? I didn't give it to you. Oh, you wrote it. Oh my God, Hwanson. Okay, so you've got what? You've got Mimi, you've got Love Shine, you've got... That sounds perfect. Okay, so Jasmine, sweetie, Question number 1. Why didn't Gigi actually hold accountability? Is this, oh God, those narcissists, they're all over the place, aren't they? Oh, la, 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 la. Okay, let's go see. Okay. Toxic, probably. Narcissistic, possibly. But I'll say no. I'll say no onto the narcissistic. Okay, so, sweet. Here's your answer, okay? Voila. My love. I'm going to say Gigi struggles with control issues. I'm going to say with insecurity. I feel like it prevents him from actually fully accepting responsibility altogether. I feel like he is kind of rigid, and I feel like he needs to assert his dominance, possibly a little bit like a defense mechanism altogether. So there's a certain tendency to avoid confrontation or accountability. And he could be doing that sometimes through manipulation. He could be doing it also by deflection. I'm also going to say, though, that he does seem to show some regret. So narcissistic, no, they don't show no regret. So I'm going to say toxic, like I said into the beginning. He does show some regret, but he also shows an inability to actually face his own shortcomings. But he does have regret. So I'm going to say these behaviors can definitely feel toxic. There is no doubt about it. But if we're going to be politically correct in every single kind of a way, which shall we not? I don't know. I'm going to pin this on emotional immaturity is what it is. I feel like that's more what it is than anything else. I feel like he just doesn't really know how to deal with things, not really dealing with things into the right way, and this is what happened. Now, what is the relationship that this person actually holds with the girlfriend? They do actually kind of balance things out fairly well, actually, over here. They do. I feel like the relationship, I feel like they do have like strong ties. I do. I feel like they do have some frequent struggles. I do feel like they do have their own little power struggles. I feel like whenever they do have their own power struggles, he often kind of ends up not really talking all that much. So that's a little bit of his own struggle card. I'm going to say there's emotional consistency. Sometimes there's idealistic promises that aren't always necessarily followed on through. I feel like he relies onto his partner for a lot of emotional validation, but he struggles a lot with his actual vulnerability. And that leads to a lot of unresolved tensions and issues. Are you going to make this pass? Are you guys going to pass through this whole turmoil and everything that is kind of following on through with it? Mimi is next, followed up by Love Shine, by the way. So Mimi and Love Shine. So will you make it past this turmoil, and how will things go after? You will, but it's going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to be happening right away. I feel like you guys are actually going to have somewhat of a conversation before you're able to say, I'm turning the page and better things will be happening. I feel like we're into a place where, yes, you will move past this stage, but I feel like we need to encourage patience, balance, open communication in order to restore that harmony. So yes, there's an indication of moving away from the conflict towards something that is more calm, something that is more into understanding the dynamics of it all. But there's a definite need to rebuild the trust that is going to require effort as much on your side as onto his side. So if you guys are able to lay a stronger foundation for mutual respect and collaboration, both must be present, then it will be no problem whatsoever. So I will say yes, but you guys are both going to have to work upon it. Are you ready to do so? Now, question number 4. Did the maintenance engineer check you? Let me go see about the maintenance engineer. What is happening with the maintenance engineer altogether? Well, I'm actually going to say yes upon it. I do have our lovers popping on through. So yes, he definitely did notice you. I feel like this person is actually indicating that they have a lot of confidence. I feel like they have a certain attraction towards you and they thought that you were really quite appealing. So I feel like there's a physical temptation. I feel like there's an admiration for your appearance. I feel like there's that spark of interest that is there, of curiosity, maybe even some playful thoughts. So I'm going to say yes, absolutely, no doubt about it. And I'm going to say we actually enjoyed the moment all together. Kind of played around with the idea of what could happen between you and him. Nothing much more though. Like, I don't believe we went into something that is very profound and everything as such. But there was a scraping of the surface of, yes, attraction, yes, playful thoughts that were both kind of combining themselves there. But I feel like it was a little bit like a fleeting moment. It was there, but it kind of left a little bit quickly. But it was definitely there. There was definitely some sort of attraction that is there. Oh, wait, I think my chat is frozen. I think so. I don't know. Maybe it's unfrozen now. No, it still kind of seems unfrozen. No, not unfrozen. Frozen. I don't know. Okay, it unfroze. There you go. Yeah. You're going to be necessary. Can you please? Definitely a timestamp. You shall have, my beautiful Julie. Yes. Thank you, my dear Sean. Love you too, sweetie. Chicken and vegetables? Thank you, my love. That's exactly what I had for supper. Chicken and vegetables. I did. Now, oh no. Yeah, that's not good. I'm not glad that you were not, I'm not happy that you were not feeling well today, sweetie. Yeah, it's now unfrozen. What was frozen is now unfrozen. Oh, Juanson. Okay, I'm going to go and see Mimi. My beautiful Jasmine. Sonidoro. Beautiful. Love Shine, wherever you are at, please do post your questions. You are going to be on up in, well, I'm going to say maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So 128 is going to be for Mimi. Mimi is up next. Let me gather questions. I'm not sure you actually sent me an email, so everything should be in one spot. Hold on. And where's Mimi? Oh, there you go. Oh, to email. You did send me an email. Okay. Let me go to my email. Email it shall be. That is what it is. That is that also. And here we go for Mimi. No reply again. Oh, he is upsetting. That's all I have to say. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Let's go and see. So, let's go see what's happening with Mr. Harry Potter. So, is he doing it on purpose? No, he's not. That's the crazy thing about it. He's not doing it on purpose. He's just doing it. Watson, I'm going to shut off the shorts feed, my boo-boo, okay? Why boo-boo? I don't know. It sounds bad. Because of your ghost. Boo-boo-boo. I should actually say boo-boo-boo. Okay, I'm going to shut off the shorts feed. Anybody that is over there, please come on over into the other side. All right, we'll be back onto the shorts feed tomorrow. So thank you for joining onto the shorts feed. Come and see us into the traditional feed. And la la la, let's do this. And let's do that. Okie dokie. So, Mimi, my love. Let's go and see. Okay. Okay. So what are his current thoughts and feelings towards you, and will he do anything? The World, our Two of Wands, followed out by our Six of Pentacles. Okay, love. I feel like at this moment he's a little bit kind of emotionally detached. What I'm trying to say by this is this. I feel like he feels overwhelmed by his own circumstances. I feel like he's a little bit unwilling. He's not a little bit. He's completely unwilling to invest emotionally. I feel like he's stuck. I feel like he's kind of feeling conflicted. I feel like he's not taking the active steps towards actually addressing the situation altogether. And this is indicating that he's into a place where he's focusing on him, engaging with him and himself. Me, 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 me. And it's not you, my beautiful love shine. It is me, 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 talking about you, my Mr. Harry Potter. So it seems like he's not really necessarily planning on taking action, but he never really actually plans on taking action. He just kind of takes action whenever he feels like it's right for him, and that's pretty much what happens. What does he want from you? He wants you to be there. He wants you to be there whenever he needs you. That's what he wants. That's it. He doesn't want a commitment. He doesn't even want hanky-panky. And no, he just wants you to be there, to speak, to talk, whatever. He's not looking for anything else. He just wants to know that you are there, that you're still hanging around. His intentions are even unclear to his own self. Seriously, he is into a place where, yes, he does desire you, but he doesn't desire you at this moment. At this moment, he's still lost into his thoughts. It's all about him. So there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of indecision. He doesn't really quite know what he wants into the world altogether. So he's feeling like there is a lack. He's feeling like there's insecurity. He's feeling like his behavior is a little bit all over the place, and he's seeking from you comfort. He's seeking validation because you're able to give him that clarity. You're able to give him that validation that he's actually looking towards. So that's basically what I'm seeing that is actually going on right now. You provide him with a certain stability. You provide him with a certain emotional, if you will, confidence that he's looking towards and that he wants. Now, how is work going to be going on through today? Work is going to be okay. It's going to be proactive. It's going to be fast paced. I feel like there will be collaboration. There will be teamwork. Nothing bad's going to be happening. You might have a beautiful time, or not a beautiful time, but you might have a beautiful opportunity to actually showcase your skills. So this is about quick decision making, communication. I feel like you're going to be quite determined today, and I feel like you're going to be successful into what you've got to do. So stay focused, stay assertive is what I'm going to say within that. As for your boss, CHMT, what are they thinking about you now? Your boss views you as somebody who is very reliable, somebody who is very competent altogether. You're seen as somebody who can actually handle responsibilities effectively. So I'm going to say that your recent efforts have actually shown that yes, you are successful, that yes, you can, and they appreciate your contribution. As for CH, I'm seeing more uncertainty. I'm still seeing a little bit of conflict into their opinions about you. I feel like they respect you. I feel like they respect your emotional intelligence and your compassion, but they're still a little bit conflicted and uncertain. As for MT, I'm going to say we're curious, but we're kind of observant about you, sweetie. I feel like we're still kind of a little bit keeping tabs on you, onto your actions. So basically, I'm going to say be a little bit more careful with MT, sweetie pie. Best advice for you is focus onto you, focus onto your own fairness, focus onto your own justice, focus on balance, onto your interactions with anybody into your life. Let go of the expectations that are tied to any type of communication or behavior. Just embrace the opportunities that come towards you with courage, with resilience, with strength. Why? Because that's what you need. You deserve clarity. You deserve for that feedback to be coming back towards you a million times. And I'm basically going to say, do not settle for anything else, because no, you should not. And let me go and give you some messages over here, sweetie. Here we go for some messages, and I'm going to go and see Love Shine and MZ. And I'll soon be telling you the ending time, my dear Kwanson. Be more selfish is what is coming on through. Let's think before we act. I'm a little bit afraid to talk to you, and we know that he is. I do worry about us a lot, and listen to your heart. So my beautiful love, Mimi, listen to your heart. Your heart is telling you, be careful. I love you, I want you, but you're not giving me what I want, so I have to be careful. So protect your heart, sweetie. Do what you've got to do to protect yourself. And if he happens to come on in and he gives you the good vibes and the love and everything else, then follow on through with it. But if he's not giving it to you, it is your energy. It is meant to be yours, sweetie pie. You know what you've got to do. I know you don't want to do it, but I know that you know what you've got to do. Sending you much love, sweetie. Hi, Love Shine. No, my beautiful Jasmine, when I started your reading, I did not receive the second one. I received the first one. So I read the second one, the first one. When I finished your reading, I received your second one. But when I did your reading, I received the first one. So I read the first one because I didn't have the second one. Yeah. Love Shine, thank you, sweetie. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Thank you, my dear Sean. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, you. It is definitely you kind of turn. It is. Okay, hold on. And Love Shine it is. And Love Shine, my beautiful love. You didn't make me wait? No, you didn't make me wait. I don't know. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie. Even if you would have made me wait. Have I ever been upset at you, my beautiful Love Shine? Never, ever, ever in a million years, sweetie. All right, so here we go. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Je finis de travailler, j'arrive, ça sera pas long. Je te laisse finir d'écouter ta match de hockey entre-temps. All right. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on, my beautiful Love Shine. I'm gonna make you wait. Hold on a second. Let me just go see if I can find Jasmine's. Okay, I do have it up here. Okay, hold on, my beautiful. Okay, so Love Shine, just give me 1 tiny second, sweetie. I'll be right with you. Jasmine, and it's a distance, and he's not messed up like that, right? And no. We don't really see each other, and it's at a distance, and he's not. Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna have to say that none of this is gonna be happening with the other sweetie. Yes, definitely a man with common sense, sweetie pie. I'm sorry, Jasmine. Um, Sometimes Gmail takes a certain amount of time before things come on through. So I'm definitely going to have to say into your bonus question altogether, I do not believe that this same type of situation would actually reproduce itself with Italiano, sweetie. Absolutely not, sweet one. So, no, I'm going to say you're absolutely safe onto that side. I do believe that he does have a lot of common sense altogether, but I'm also going to have to say be careful anyways. It is a man, and we do have to be careful with those men. All right, hold on. I've got you. I've got you, love shine. I've got you, sweetie. All right. So here we go. Let's send a whole bunch of love out to our beautiful Jasmine, and let's go see our dear, beautiful love shine. You're going to be at 142. Oh, that's why you got it there. Hey, why not, Sean? Why not? I'm afraid. I'm afraid of spiders. I wouldn't do that. Although, out of my great stupidity at lunchtime, I made lunch and I did. I went to, the Golden Arch. Yeah, and my kids like the fries over there. So I purchased them some fries to go along with something that I was making for them for their lunch. And Matthias had a really weird one, which was like really kind of long. And it was kind of I don't know, it was weird. It was like long and soggy. I think he had, and he told me he licked the salt off of it. And I decided that I would throw it at my youngest onto the couch, who was into a different room. And I would tell him, oh my God, and I'd scream really loud like I've seen the most horrible thing in my life. And I threw him this soggy, long fry. At first, you should have saw his face. It was hilarious. But he acted really quickly. He stood back up, saw it. There was that moment of, oh my God, what happened to mom? But then he smacked me right back with it. Like, he's really good. 7 years old. He threw that fry right at me. So funny. I almost peed my pants. Kid you not. Yeah, that's the kind of mom I am. And I asked him, I said, what did you think I was throwing at you when I screamed really loud, like I was so terrified? He's like, I don't know, Mom. At first I thought maybe you were throwing me a snake, but then I thought there's no snake into the house and you would never touch it. So then I thought maybe it's a larva, but you would have never touched that neither. So anyways, there you go. Yeah. That's what happens in my house. Stupidity. Oh no, Sean. No, oh my God. No, absolutely not. He always does. This was, I deserve to have the French fry thrown at me. I do. Oh, you deserve what you get in life. If you throw to somebody, you have to expect to have it thrown back to you. Not specifically my beautiful Jasmine, but if you do have any 18 plus questions, you can send out and I'll answer you, sweetie. Yeah. Hey, if I do it upon you, you can do it upon me. So here we go, my beautiful. That being said, in my, into my weirdest stories of my life, here we go. So you're texting, just talking about your day and what he's all got to do this week. He's got a lot of stuff, right? Okay, let me go a little bit higher. Okay, so nothing much is really happening is what I'm gathering. All right, here we go. So, alrighty. Sun up until sleep. Oh, we do have our King of Cups. Oh, sweetie pie. Our King of Cups is popping on through for you. Hold on. Let me just do this like that, and voila. All right, you do have our beautiful King of Cups over here. You do have our Queen of Swords. He does want to be able to spend some time with you, but basically sun up until sleep with you with your lovely King of Cups over here. This is what I'm going to say for you. I feel like he's into a beautiful place of you embody love into his life. There is an emotional depth that is between you guys. There's a beautiful nurturing energy that is also there. I feel as though you inspire him. He is leading within his heart, if you will. There's a lot of wisdom that is between you guys. There's a lot of balancing logic. There's beautiful compassion. The energy is an energy of collaboration, of understanding. There's an energy of love. There is an inward turn towards that beautiful romantic. There is that time where even if through those texts, they are very meaningful, even though they're very short, they're very important for him. So they are heartfelt type of conversations, or anyways, quite important for him. I feel as though he is thinking about you. I feel like every little text that you guys send out, or every little word that you kind of speak on through, he's holding quite close to him and to his beautiful heart. So I'm going to say this is about him thinking about more of a deep emotional connection. I feel as though as the day kind of goes on by, I feel like we're more moving on towards a closure with gratitude towards you, with emotional fulfillment towards you. He's sending you beautiful, loving thoughts. He's visualizing both of you guys together in warmth and harmony. And quite frankly, I feel like he's going to go to bed and have beautiful, sweet dreams about you, sweetie pie. Not sexual dreams, sweet dreams. Sweet dreams is what I'm saying. Just in case. Just in case. It could be sexual, but it's not what I'm seeing. Let's go see about the wifey. What's happening with the wife? Yeah. What's up with the wife? Chariot reverse. I like that. Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, I like that too. And Three of Wands. Ooh, I like all three of them. Actually, all three of them for me are absolutely perfect. They are. And why are they? Because they all just kind of mean that he's not necessarily into a place where, how could I say this? He is not into a place where he is necessarily happy, where things are necessarily going into a great way. So not necessarily wanting to have the forward movement, getting our Knight of Swords popping on through, so not taking a lot of actions necessarily towards her, and really just kind of feeling a little bit glim towards the future altogether. So I'm going to say today might have been a little bit more of a mediocre kind of a day. Some days he spends with her and things are good and things are positive. Other days he spends with her and they're just kind of okay. They are what they are. And other days are good. Today was a mediocre kind of a day. Nothing all that bad, nothing all that good, but not really feeling excited about a lot of things that he has to do. It's just another day like another one. Nothing specific happening with her. A general reading for Amy and tarot from M. Absolutely. You say you're going to see him tomorrow for lunch. You're going to go work with him Thursday. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that is very, very nice. Yeah, those whoopee things are funny, my dear Sean. They are, sweetie. I do have to say, though, I do not usually throw food into my house. This was just one fry. Ah! It didn't make any mess. And it looked like a worm, so it was funny. Is she going to be home tomorrow? Let's go see. Yeah, I'm sorry, Elaine. You missed my stupid lunch story. Oh, there you go. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes she's there until the third. I'm getting my king. I'm getting my Four of Swords. No, I do not believe that she is going to be there tomorrow. So no. Yeah, that's it. Seriously, Elaine, that's it. I do silly things with my kids. And I did a silly thing at lunchtime. And that's what we were talking about. I threw food at one of my kids, but I selected the child that I was going to throw it to because the other one would have been really upset at me. Yeah, I have to carefully select. I know who's going to be upset at me and who's not. So there you go. All right. So no, she is not going to be there tomorrow. What do I get for you into your general for you, sweetie, before going to do the tarot from M? Yeah, seriously. It's my pleasure, love, shine. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a basket case, Elaine. That's it. So voila. Getting our temperance, getting our page of swords. And Elaine, I threw it at a Scorpio. Not a good thing. Sweetie pie, I need you to stand up for what you want. I need you to start taking more in action what you desire, financially speaking. And I need you to bring more balance into your life. I do. Look, I've got things that are like a little bit unbalanced. I have you not necessarily taking control of the finances like you would like them to. And Spirit is clearly screaming at you. Be the woman that you want. Stand your ground. Make things happen. Tell people what you want and go and get it. Yes. I know. Yeah, there is Evil D. Evil D is evil. That's all I can say. So let me take out some more cards. But you're definitely having a call to action, sweetie. Yeah. You're definitely having a call to action over here where you're being asked to do things in regards to, not in regards to love, in regards to your own financial life, to your own creation, to your own desires. That's what you've got to work upon. All right. So that's what I need you to do. I also, again, look, I keep getting balance popping on through over and over and over again. I need you to have control of your emotions at the very same time. And along with that, I'm going to say you're going to be able to gain things. You're going to be able to actually get what it is that you want and what you actually do desire. So, my love, that's what I'm going to say for you. Maintain the control that you wish to have, and you shall have everything that you desire. But stand your ground, move on forward. Do not forget about your own financial stability and your own personal growth. Emotionally speaking, it is what it is. Things seem to be going well, but you do need to have an in-between or an understanding between what is possible and what is not possible. But everything seems to be quite stable. This is really in regards to finances and your own personal development that you need to take a stand and move on forward with it. Yeah. Probate's got you worried, right? Probate's been around for an awful long time. I know. Yours is cold, Elaine. Yeah, it's actually not too cold over here. I have -8. It's not bad. Let me go see what he wants to say. You think that Toronto's going to be frozen for centuries? Well, I don't know about that. Who's to say? Perhaps, love. A lot of climate changes happening. In the meanwhile, for you, sweetie, tarot from M. He's really quite content. You seem to be, hitting every single bullseye. You seem to be giving him the wishes that he wants, that he desires. You seem to be working together in complete and beautiful collaboration. And I'm going to have to say over here, you know what? He does want you. I know it's kind of crazy, but he does kind of want you to be assertive sometimes. So I say go ahead with it. And when I say crazy, it's because he wants you to be assertive in certain circumstances. Not at all times, but, in some type of sexual time, sometimes be completely assertive. Switch up on the roles and show him who the boss is. He'll like it. Oh, my beautiful love, Sean. When probate is over, you'll be able to move on forward. You'll be able to heal. You'll be able to settle things down. At this moment, you don't only have the probate. It's not just about your dad, but it's about your brother. It's about the evil people. It's about so many things. So it's not just about you. It's like you're carrying the weight of so many other people that are surrounding you. There's a lot of responsibilities. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of financial responsibilities towards it. It's for sure that's driving you nuts. For sure. Yeah. You will be better. I have no doubt about it, beautiful love shine. You will be better, but it's going to take you a good, I'm going to say 8 months to a year. It's going to take a good 8 months to a year, sweetie, to acknowledge everything, to realize everything, and to really just kind of let go, to have the transition. So you will definitely be better, but it's going to take, like I said, a good 8 months to a year, sweetie. No doubt, my love. I'm going to go into our beautiful MZ into the meanwhile, okay? And I believe MZ is not quite here, so let me go and do this. And voila. Oh, okay. I gotcha. MZ, here we go. And let's go see what time it is. Quebec's economy sucks, Elaine. Yeah, it does. Actually, wait, it sucks. Well, Quebec itself doesn't necessarily, like, 8 out of 10 people work for the government. So they're settled and they're okay and they have good pension plans and everything of the such. But housing is really, really crazy expensive. Food is crazy expensive. So I'm going to say the price of living is exponential, has gone up in amazing different kind of ways. And it's kind of difficult for people to follow on up. It is. But since I live into a place where a lot of people work for the government and they have a position that is completely secured and they do have good pays, things are fairly good, I'm going to say. But yeah. It's not easy, seriously. Not an easy place altogether. No, I don't believe it's going to mentally hold you back though, love, Sean. I don't believe so, love. I don't. And MC, actually, you're here. Oh, I will still give you a timestamp because you did ask for one. So let's go at 1:59 for MZ. And Juanson, you can say that we have closed after, sweetie. I'm going to go and do your reading, and that's it. So here we go. We shall be back tomorrow. Let me go over here and see what we have. Any chance that M, oh wait, hold on, it disappeared, doesn't want Y to get jealous when he gets into a committed relationship, and that's part of the reason why he wants to hold back on committing. I don't feel that. I do not feel that. I feel like they really are into a type of a friendship where things are okay. I feel like she's had boyfriends along the way also. Like I feel like she's had partners along the way. So yeah, let me go see. So does he actually hold back because he doesn't want Y to get jealous? Now, I'm going to say, basically speaking, that in regards to Y, I don't necessarily see the specifics within it, meaning that I don't see that he's blocking himself from telling this person that he wants to have a committed relationship. I don't see that. I do see him doing that in regards to other people though, because I don't feel like he necessarily wants to open on up with his feelings to everybody, and that's why things are a little bit kind of yeah. So that's why I feel as though there is a little bit of how could I say, I feel like he doesn't want to tell everybody, but I feel like his closest people and his closest friends that he would tell, and he will tell within time. But I don't actually see the blockage happening with why, like you suggest. But he is influenced by external relationships, external dynamics altogether. But I do not believe that Y is involved into it. I don't believe that Y has any jealousy towards him. I feel like she's moved on by like a long time. I feel like he actually held on a certain amount of time after they broke up, but I feel like she was able to move on forward. But I feel like she's completely, like, they truly are just friends, nothing else. So I don't feel like there's a hesitancy towards that. I feel like it's more of it's more him not wanting to open on up towards Y and other people in regards to his actions, because he knows very well that one thing is to say, I'm interested in this person, I love this person, you know, everything is such. Another thing is, I want to be with this person. So one is more of a feeling, the other is more of an action. The feeling is what it is, and there's no turnabouts. It is what it is. When you're talking about an action, then you have people that are asking you questions. Did you do this yet? What is happening with that? Did you declare? What is happening? You know, so it's no longer just a feeling. It's, did you do something about the feeling that you actually had? Which is why he wants to keep it into a feeling place and not necessarily into a complete declaration of this is what I want. Not because it's not what he wants, but simply because he doesn't want people asking him all different kind of questions upon, well, did you do it? When's it happening? Did you kind of give any hints, and so on, so on? You should do this, you should do that, and all different kind of suggestions. I feel like that would be burdensome for him, and he doesn't want that. That's why he's holding that part back as much from Y as to the other people. So that's what I feel with it. I don't feel like there's any jealousy between them in any kind of way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It has nothing to do with it in any kind of a way. Yeah. You can, my beautiful Jasmine. You can, sweetie. Elaine, ask your question quickly. Quickly, quickly. You can. And let's go over here. So as part of M's, has he realized the pattern of him always backing off whenever things go great, right? For the last, that's a long time, 5.5 years. Yeah, how does he think that you feel about all of this, right? He definitely does not believe that you feel that you are happy about the whole deal altogether. He's actually kind of worried every once in a while that you might actually kind of back on off for good, but there is something that is deep within his soul that tells him, no, she won't do it. She won't do it, all right? But that is him, and that is within his soul. It doesn't mean that you would not necessarily do it. So has he actually realized the pattern of backing off whenever things really kind of get so great? He's definitely realized that he puts himself into a position where either he backs off or he becomes completely stagnant and nothing happenize. What the heck? That is not a word, happenized. It should, though. It kind of sounds nice. I feel like he is into the beginning of recognizing that he actually has a pattern, especially with the introspection that he's been doing, with the personal growth that he's been doing. So he's realizing more onto his current journey, what he needs to do and what he's been doing. So he is into a phase of, yes, awakening, yes, self-reflection, yes, it is definitely indicating that he is confronting, you know, his recurring type of behaviors, because they are recurring. They've been there. So he does see that there is repeated cycles into his life. He does see that there is a certain awareness that is leading him to move on forward, to leave those patterns onto the side, to break free from them. So I'm going to say, I know that he does feel as though often that he is trapped into his fears, into his doubts, and that kind of makes things a little bit challenging for him, but he's definitely realizing along the path, which is perfect, because he needs to realize, and that is going to be the very first step for him, actually acknowledging, realizing, and breaking the cycle altogether. Now, does M think you feel about his back and forth? Yeah, about the fact that he's going back and forth all the time. I feel like he sees that there is the frustration, that there is maybe a little bit of judgment, that there is some unhappiness that is towards it. He understands that he creates always a little bit of a heartache by kind of being there, not being there, being there, not being there. I feel like he has some regret. He has some guilt over disappointing you. But at the very same time, he believes that you still do love him, that you still hold on to him, that you still have hope for the relationship, even if you are hurt. And I know that you're thinking, yeah, but he keeps on hurting me, and I completely get you. But at the very same time, into his mind, he's thinking to himself, if I don't do this for myself, then I will not be able to be that person for her. This relationship will not be able to move on forward. So into his mind, he's thinking he does not have a choice but to do this inner work and to move on forward within it, so you guys can ultimately be together. So he sees it as a lesser pain, if you will, but he definitely does recognize that he is hurting you along the way. And he definitely does recognize every single time that he does have an actual chance of losing you. But at the very same time, he cannot continue, because if he would continue, then he'd end up losing you altogether, because he would not be ready. So he's taking like the lesser of both evils, if you will. So he doesn't have the full grasp of his actions and how it kind of takes that emotional heaviness upon you, but he does realize it. He does realize it. What's important over here is that both of you prioritize your own emotional health, that both of you are able to nurture your own needs, set your own boundaries while remaining compassionate and into the connecting of the relationship, because that is going to feed the relationship so you end up getting exactly what it is that both of you both want. But he does realize it. He does. Longer than your previous marriage, right? I know. Thank you, Jasmine, sweetie. It's a long time. The only thing that's blocking him from committing it is himself altogether. Yes. He is slowly starting to awaken. Absolutely. And we do want him to break free from all those fears so he can be happy. So you can be happy. And if he's happy and you're happy, you guys are good for gold. I've got you, love. I shall see you soon. Have yourself some good workings, beautiful. Let me know if there's anything else. Oh, have no fears. I am here for you all the way through, my love. Elaine, what is happening? Yes, I saw you. I think it has to do with a dream. Why does your dream tell you during... Wait, why does my dream try to tell me during your nap? I have some psychic reader guide you through your dream. I'm not quite sure. You're having a dream that there's a psychic that is guiding you through your dream? Is that what I'm gathering? Is that it? Hold on. Allô, bébé? T'es-tu correct? T'as-tu besoin de quelque chose?
Non.
Ok. Oh, t'es donc bien fin. Tu veux te dire allô?
Ok.
Attends, je vais te montrer. Il va falloir que tu viennes ici pour dire allô, ok? Hold on.
Je vais leur dire allô.
Regarde, tu peux juste regarder là. Regarde, quand on va te voir, tu vas savoir que tu es à la bonne place.
De quoi? Hello.
Good night.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Good job. Attends, tout le monde après, je t'aime.
Allô.
Mouah, je finis bientôt. Tu peux dire allô aussi. Oui, j'ai changé mon setting. Ah ouais, je sais.
Hello.
Good night.
Good night.
That one was missing some pep, wasn't it? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so she appears into your dream. Okay. so let's go see. He's so cute. He came in just to say, I love you, Mom. He's such a sweetie pie. And he's so cute because he's missing all his front teeth. Okay, well, he's missing 2 of them, but it makes a huge gap. Yeah, Nacho Monster already had nachos earlier. Nacho Monster was actually looking quite sleepy. Okay, so what do we actually have that is coming through? All right, so okay, sweetie pie. So what is actually coming on through with the dream? All right. So, why does a dream tell you during your dream nap you have some psychic reader guide through your dream? You're basically over here, my beautiful love. I know, he's so sweet, aren't they? I know, he's so cute. I know, molto carino, right? I know, you're such a sweetie pie. And Raphael's the one that I threw the fry at lunchtime. Basically, my beautiful Elaine is you're looking for guidance, but you're looking for guidance even into your dreams. You're looking for somebody to actually tell you what it is that you should do. It's like if into your dreams, you're not necessarily wanting to take the responsibility or the decision towards what it is that you should do. So you're kind of looking in multitude kind of ways. You're looking for a certain guidance, but you're looking for an exterior guidance. You're looking for somebody to basically say, you know what, you should be doing this or you should be doing that, because basically at this moment in time, it's like if you're not necessarily trusting yourself. One thing is to trust yourself and to look for exterior guidance to see what other people are thinking or wanting or different type of ideas and everything of the such. But when you actually have that guidance that is coming towards you, that is looking for something that is exterior. It's you not necessarily trusting yourself and looking for somebody else to give you those answers. That being said, you already have the answers that are right there within you. And this is somebody that, yes, you most likely do trust and you do care for and you do believe into. So what the message is actually coming on through is believe into yourself, trust into yourself, move on forward with what your heart and your soul says that you should do. You don't necessarily need, yes, you could maybe use different people's opinions or look for a different type of guidance, but you already know deep down into your soul what you actually need to do. So that's what it is, my love. As simple as that, sweetie pie. As simple as that. Let's go see our beautiful Jasmine. Here we go. Sending you much love, my beautiful Elaine. So Jasmine it is. I'm just going to go and make sure everything is okay into our PayPal before we forget. So I hate when people get upset at me. No, people don't. But I don't want somebody to say, you missed me. I don't like that. So hold on. Let me just go make sure everybody has been answered. Jasmine, sweetie pie, I'm going to go on see. I don't know if you sent 1 or 2 versions. I'm going to go and check it on through. So I do have you here. Everything is perfect. So Jasmine, let's go and see what I've got. This was part 2. Part 3. There's only 1 into the part 3. Is that good? They will, my dear Sean. Have no fears. They are here. They are sleeping at home with me. They shall have sweet dreams. No fears, sweetie. Good night, my beautiful Elaine. Love you too, my beautiful Elaine. So hold on. What do I have? Au revoir, Sean. Have yourself a lovely day, sweetie. And just one tiny moment. I'm just going to go and check something out over here. 1 second. Okay. Let me just go do this. Just 1 second. Have to write back to that. And here we go. So, I believe you will. I believe that you will be able to do so. Okay, just 1 second. Saba? Okay. So, are you going to be able to? I believe you will. Like I said, it's going to take trust, it's going to take time, it's going to take collaboration, but you'll be able to do it. So here we go. Will you be able to restore trust and possibly go back to friendly terms like before? You will, but it's going to take a little time. So don't be surprised. And it's going to be an accumulation of little instances kind of put together that are going to allow you to get back into that kind of a place. So there is definitely potential for the emotional reconciliation that is there, for the restoration of trust that you guys, I'm not going to say that you guys lost, but I'm going to say that's a little bit fragile. I feel like you're both going to have to be open, though, in your honesty into your communication with one another. I feel like there is hope for healing. I also feel like it's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience to rebuild that connection. But if you're both willing to put the effort, and I believe that you both are willing to do so, a return to friendly terms is definitely possible. But like I said, emotional work is going to be needed to fully heal. I'm going to say altogether probably a good 2 months. So we're talking almost around the time that you're going to be moving. So a good 2 months before everything is going to be a little bit back into its normal place, if you will, like it used to be. It takes some time. I mean, if you guys were, friends outside of that circumstance, it could be so much quicker. But the fact that this is something that is more work related is going to take a little bit longer. We need to kind of be careful a little bit with our boundaries. So nobody is being hurt or bothered, and everything is just kind of making sense altogether. So just have patience. Try not to take anything too personally. Everything is going to put itself into the right place. You'll see. With your second question, with the other Candy, is everything going to be okay? I don't actually see any issues that are happening onto this side. I do actually see, some possibilities over here, no doubt about it. Just give me 1 second. No. So I'm actually going to say no onto this one. I feel as though things are steady. I feel like they're actually quite reliable. The only thing I'm going to say is be careful for different type of signs, let's say of stagnation or anything of the such. But other than that, you're good. There could be with the eye candy some temptations. There could be sometimes some unhealthy attachments that could be creating between you and this person. So it's important to remain a little bit cautious so that both of you kind of align with your values and all that. So if you see any red flags, anything you're not interested in or you don't really want, just again, a little bit like into your first question, be careful always for your boundaries. But I'm going to say into your question number 2, what is most important is to keep a balanced perspective. If you keep a balanced perspective, you're good. Not a problem in any kind of a way. Did Gigi take the meeting? Yeah, let me go and see that. I kind of feel like we did a little bit. I do. Did we take it personally? I don't believe that he is cheating onto the girlfriend, but I believe that there's different ways of cheating. There's different ways of seeing cheating. Some people it's a text message. Some people it's a kiss. Some people it's socks. Like there's different kind of ways of actually seeing, and we all have our own little perspective of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So yeah, what I will say is this. I feel as though Gigi may have taken the comment a little bit personally. I feel like it kind of triggered a little bit of defensiveness, maybe even a little bit of ego bruising altogether. So I feel like there's confusion. I feel like there's hidden truth surrounding the actual situation. I feel like he felt a little bit uncomfortable, maybe even a little bit guilty for not being fully transparent. That being said, I do feel as though he has learned some lessons throughout this, even though there's still some unresolved aspects that could be addressed for clarity. I kind of feel like he has learned some lessons and that they're quite valuable, and he's probably not going to be repeating them into the future. But did he take it basically a little bit personally? I'll say yes. You PayPal before I called it? God, it sounds like we're at it sounds like we're at a kids kind of a thing. I called it before you said it. Sweetie pie, love shine. I would never say, no, I will not answer you. You can post your questions, love shine. You post away. You don't have to call it before. It's all good. Let me get to your other question. So, my beautiful love shine, you can post, sweetie. You're up in like 1 minute. But you don't have to type like a crazy bird, okay? Just take your time. Does Gigi still prioritize the other, right? And will he admire? Okay, so I'm into your question number 4 at this moment. I trust that you know what it is. So, yeah. I'm going to say he's still going to be distracted by other options, including the other. I feel like his priorities are completely scattered. They're unsure. I feel like he appreciates your physical beauty. Nothing is being changed within that. He sees you as somebody who embodies a lot of abundance, a lot of attractiveness altogether. I feel like he admires your confidence, your nurturing energy, and your overall presence. However, I do also feel like there's that hint of attraction that is there. There's a very strong desire for passion or connection, but it's really important to say that his attention is completely divided. So yes, we do have wants and we do have desires, but they seem to be wants and desires that we can't necessarily fulfill. So they must be distanced and they must be broken, if you will. What I'm truly trying to say is that he has a lot of attractiveness towards you. He would kind of like to be with you, but he can't be with you. It's basically what it is. So yeah. Oh, love shine. No, sweetie pie. Love shine, you should know better, sweetie. You should know better. We have a rule into our lives, and it doesn't matter if we are closed. If one of our soul, sweet, love family members appear on in, we always answer. Always. No, how could I say? No reason needed. Yes. So I'm just going to come and pin our dear Juanson. And yeah. So you're good, my beautiful love shine. In the meanwhile, as you post your questions, love shine, what I'll actually do is I'll go and see Juanson, okay? So Juanson, I'm going to come and see you. Then I'm going to go and see love shine. Juanson and Jasmine. The attraction is there, but the possibility is simply not there. So, you're desired, sweetie pie, but these men, they're always involved with somebody else. You need somebody who has no attachments, who is completely yours, 1,000,000%. Okay, hold on. Let's do this, and let's do that. And, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I think my kids, no suggestion, no nothing, no sponsorship. I think they're playing Roblox from what I can hear. They get along well when they play Roblox. Here we go for you, my dear Hanson. So, it's been busy today. But the good thing is you're off tomorrow. Well, that is good. I know. I know. You're always very greatly, beautifully inspired. So, how are things going with your sweetie pie, and how's she been thinking about you? Well, let's go and see. So, how is she doing today? Is she thinking about you? Let's go see. Okay. So, here we go. Handsome. I'm going to say, how is she today? She's doing good. I feel like she's taking care of herself. I know that sounds weird. She's nurturing herself. She's emotionally into an open kind of a state. I feel like she's feeling calm. She's feeling reflective. I feel like she's thinking about her feelings towards you, but she's thinking about her feelings towards you into a beautiful, warm kind of a way. So has she been thinking about you? I just said yes, so it is a yes. She's actually looking through a certain sense of balancing her emotions, her thoughts. She's been weighing a lot her feelings with you, thinking about how to move on forward, how to and I feel like she's been looking at reflecting a lot of the past moments that you guys have shared also. So she's a little bit into the midst of a lot of things that are kind of combining themselves together. What would she like to say to you? I feel like she's feeling more and more inspired to actually communicate with you, possibly into it could be a playful, it could be a curious kind of message. I feel like it's a message, something that she wants to say that is not completely clear, that you can kind of figure out some things within it, but yeah, it's like a coded message in some sort. I feel like she wants to share something that is lighthearted. She wants to express some type of a desire to connect with you into a fun kind of way without being completely blatant upon what it is that she wants. She's seeing you into a very positive light. She's seeing you as somebody who brings her a lot of hope, a lot of inspiration, a lot of balance into her life. And I feel like she holds on to you into her future, into the beautiful, strong connection that you're both looking forward towards. Let me go and look at what is happening a little bit towards work. Hold on. Work is going to be what it is. Not too much really happening. There could be a little, I'm not going to say conflicts. It could be a little bit chaotic here and there, but nothing much really happening. I'm going to say actually you're going to end up having somewhat of some time off actually this week. So you might actually end up having some more time off onto Friday. Will you be able to talk with her? A little bit, but not too much. Will you be able to connect with her? Absolutely. Will you be able to give her some sexy eyes? Absolutely. You'll be able to give her a beautiful, sweet smile. Nice, beautiful, glaring eyes. Glaring, that sounds weird, doesn't it? Lovely eyes, sweet eyes, passionate eyes. Let's put it that way. Lovingly speaking, we're looking towards an affirmation. We're looking towards an offer. We still have not given the offer, but we're definitely looking towards it with our ace, our chariot, but our hermit not being quite able to do so. So she's a little bit, if not identically, into the exact same situation as you are. Into the I love you, I want to be with you, but I'm way too afraid to actually tell you kind of a thing going on. If I move on forward to an oracle message, I shall say surrender. Allow things to unfold naturally without forcing any outcomes. Trust that things are moving into the right direction and allow space for the connection to grow quite organically, which makes complete and beautiful sense. Let's go and see your angel message. Alrighty. Angel message for you. Oops. All right, 1360. A confirmation that your prayers and affirmations have been heard. You're attracting what you have desired to manifest into your life, and you can expect beautiful blessings and miracles that will be coming your way. And let's go and get you some loving messages. All right. Let me go on to make sure you're okay. Glancing. Yeah, that's what I said. What did I say? I don't know what I said. I don't know. You didn't like the word I used? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okie dokie. So, my heart absolutely belongs to you. I said glaring. Oh, glaring. There you go. Glaring, glancing. Now you're getting in technicalities. Yeah, if you glare, that would be the weirdest thing ever, wouldn't it? Oh my God. Okay. I love you to the moon and back, talking about glaring of the moon. Thank you for never, ever, ever giving up onto us. And I definitely meant glancing. Absolutely. That is so much nicer and sweeter and smoother. It is so much more poetry. I look for you absolutely everywhere. And there is so very much that I want to say to you. All right, next time I'll try to remember glancing. But I probably will not say glaring or glancing. I'll just pick another word. Oh, my dear God. All right, Love Shine. You're going to be at 234. And you're over here with this one, so I have two of them for you. All righty. So, what is happening over here? Will your brother get the house? I still don't feel like your brother's going to get the house. I know it sucks. I know you want him to. I still don't feel him getting it, sweetie. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, sweet Lord. Hold on. Absolument pas, puis je te reviens dans 2 minutes. All right, so will your brother get the house? Will your brother get the house? No. I still don't feel like he will, sweetie. I still don't feel like he will. Getting our Queen of Wands, getting our Strength, and getting the Empress. I'm still going to say no onto that one, my love. Yeah. I hate to say so. I keep seeing the same outcome for your brother. I don't feel like he's going to be able to get it. I feel like there's too much greediness. I feel like there's too much that is wanted. And I don't necessarily feel like he's going to be able to have the finances for it. Is basically what it is. How's it going to be between your brother and your sister when probate is done? Quite complicated. Probably not too much actually happening, sweetie. I'm seeing her. It's like there's a grand disconnection that is there. The disconnection is there, and there's not necessarily a reconnection from what I can see. So I'm going to say distant. I'm going to say complicated. I'm going to say not too much actually happening at this moment. I feel like it's just there's a disconnection because there seems to be frustration because we haven't necessarily got what it is that we wanted, and we kind of feel like we failed is what it is. So complications basically is what I'll say. How will you feel when it's over, right? I know, but there's not all that much that you can do, sweetie. You've got to, you can't live for him, but you can definitely let him know that you'll be there for him. He'll be okay. Yeah, he'll be okay. You just have to let him know that you're there for him, no matter what happens. It's a difficult period. Things might not be necessarily the way that you want them to, but everything will put themselves into the right place. And I feel like your brother, for some reason, needs to turn some page, like a really big page. And I feel like it's going to be painful to do so. And I feel like it's going to take a certain amount of time. And when I speak about time, I feel like your brother is going to feel that pain for like a year or two. I feel like it resonates. I feel like he could actually need some help. Some therapy coming from this would definitely be good for him. I feel like he's going to be somewhat damaged from this emotionally, psychologically. I feel like he's going to be feeling like he is void into a certain way. And I'm not saying all of this because it's not, I'm saying it to you because it's what I'm seeing. You don't have any responsibility upon that. You can't really do anything upon it. But you can let him know that you'll always be there for him. You can let him know that you'll listen to him and you'll try to help him as much as you possibly can. But you have your own life and he has his own life. And maybe this is a little bit of the way of the universe of saying it's time to make your own life. It's time to make the decisions that are good for you. It's time for you to turn a new leaf. There is something that is big that is coming his way that he must do, that he must change. No, he'll be okay. No, you guys will still talk. You'll still talk. No, you'll still talk. It's just going to be a little bit complicated. I know you worry about him. I know. As for you, sweetie, when all of this is done, quite frankly, like I said, it's going to take you a certain amount of time. All right? You're going to feel happy that it has ended, but you're also going to feel like you haven't done enough. You're going to feel like you didn't do enough, that you were not good enough, that you didn't put enough into it, and you're going to be feeling overwhelmed. And there's nothing that I can do for that other than say to you to try to work onto your psychological path. Try to understand that you don't have all that much control over what is happening and you have done everything that you could. I need you to not bring yourself down no matter what the outcome is. I need you to know that you've done what you could out of the bottom of your heart, of all the love of all your soul. I don't want you to feel any resentment. I don't want you to feel any frustration. There's like frustration from above. It's like you feel like you failed somebody, like you failed your dad, you failed your brother, you failed somebody, but you did not fail. This is just the path that you're meant to take. You are loved from above. Your dad has nothing against you. There's nobody who has anything against you up there. They're all rooting for you. They know how much you're doing and how strong you are and how much you're giving. So whenever you feel like you're not giving enough, let that thought go and let it go on out the door, because it's a nasty thought. It's not a good one. It's not a positive one. It's a toxic one that you have to release. You have to know that you're like an angel in all of this. You're doing the best that you can, but you can't do miracles. So be proud of what you've done. Be proud of how much you have accomplished. and what you've tried to do, and know that you'll always be there for the people that you love and people that you care for. But there's nothing much more than you can do than that. But just by doing that, that is enormous in itself. So don't forget about that, all right? You're going to be feeling an awful lot of feelings after probate. Like I said, it's going to take a good 8 months to a year before you feel free from it, that you feel released. No, it's not your fault he's not getting the house. He's not supposed to get it. He's just not supposed to get it. Maybe he'll decide to do therapy at some time. Maybe he will. Let's not put any blockages his way. Let's try to think he will do therapy. Maybe he just has to choose his therapist or the person or something that he would like. Let's not put any blockages. Let's believe that it could happen. Let's believe that at that point in time, maybe he'll realize that it is going to be good for him, right? But it's not going to be your fault. It's not your fault he's not going to get the house. It's not your fault. Nothing of all of this is your fault, is what you need to remember. That's where your hurt is. You believe that some of this is your fault when none of it is. All right? Tarot from M altogether. He is very determined to be with you. He is very passionate. He is very loving towards you. He believes that you are very creative, that you are very confident, that you're very courageous. He wants you to know that he is looking, and he will pass on through any different type of challenge that he needs to get to the next step with you. He will do everything that he possibly can, because this is a head over heart. It is, I love you so very much with all my soul, and he is trying to be the most honest as he possibly can towards you. This man loves you with all his heart and soul, sweetie, and he's not going anywhere, and he wants you to know. He wants you to know how important you are into his life. No, your brother's not going to be homeless. No, he'll have an apartment. He'll find a place to live. It's going to be modest. It's going to be small. It's not going to be the best area of town. It's not going to be anything fantastic, but it'll be his, and it'll be okay. Yeah. But it's not about you thinking about that at this moment, Love Shine. It's about you thinking about you right now. Don't think about what's going to be happening in 8 months or in 6 months or in a year, because a lot of things can change. Think about what you can do right here, right now. That's what you got to think about. Your brother has to do the same thing. You can't live your brother's life. Your brother has to live his own life. So he has to start taking decisions upon his own. He has to start looking for different options. You can't do everything for him, and you can't put all those worries upon your back. That's going to be really, really important, Love Shine. Because otherwise, you're going to bring yourself down. That is going to suck your energy away, and it's not good for you. It's not good for your brother neither. Your brother needs to start taking different decisions, needs to start taking responsibilities, and you need to do what is good for you. It is your time to think about you. You have spent all your life, and you still are, thinking about everybody else. But what about you? You lose yourself in all of this. I know he's special, but he can find a place. I know, sweetie. Like I said, he will find a place. It will be modest. It will be small. It will not be into the best part of town, but it will be okay, and it will be his. And you'll still be there. You'll still be there. But even if he is special, he is able to do certain things. And he's able to have people who come on in and help him also. You don't have to do everything. That's important to keep in mind. All right? Very important, sweetie pie. That being said, my sweetie pies, we shall end this live for tonight. I am sending you all much love. Be strong, everybody. And we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. Sending much love out to everybody. I know he did, but he's not upset with you. He needs you to release that. He needs you to release that, sweetie. And you need to release it if you want to be good, my love. Goodbye, my dear Juanson. Sweet dreams, everybody. Send me an email if you want to, okay, love shine? Good night, my loves.